When you finish the yard and put your mower away, the mower isn't sitting there day after day, the yard is sitting there day after day. And you want that yard to look as beautiful as it possibly can, and that's what we're here to do. Hi, I'm Brad Basham. I'm the owner and manager of BASHAM'S Mowers. We've been in business in this location in Bowling Green, Kentucky since 1971. The way I got started, I had no choice. I was born into the business. My father started our company in 1964.
Make it a little plainer, the way I got into this thing, I worked at a hardware store for about 3 years in the afternoons and Saturdays, and I worked on some lawnmowers that he had traded for. I got to know salesmen while I was working for this hardware store, and I asked one of them one day, would he sell me lawnmowers, and he said I sure would. I bought a bunch of lawnmowers, filled up my garage completely, and where you could just pull the door out and pull it down, and there barely was room to shut the door. We started looking for a place to work, and I found this old building. We got it fixed up and we was going.
I purchased the business from my father in 2007. It was a big, scary day for me to start a business all on my own. I've not looked back since. It's been great. We love working with our customers and love helping our customers.
Sometimes you have people that bring their mowers in and they think that they're beyond the repair. But as long as you have the parts and the right tools and the knowledge to fix them, you can bring it back. And so it's always exciting to, call them up and say, we got your mower done and this is what it was. It's not as bad as what you thought. That kind of thing, when that happens, is rewarding.
It is hilly around here. I constantly say a slope is called a flat area in Bowling Green, Warren County area. Zero-turn mowers, inherently, they have to drive from their back wheels. Big dogs, being associated with the Excel Industries, they have learned to proportion the weight perfectly as it can be, and that is the mower to have for that reason.
I recommend them with no reservation. Billy can fix anything, and now he's got the family involved here. They've really grown. They're just part of this community. You can see everybody around here, and they're great at fixing it. But they do a great job of servicing what they sell, and that's important to me.
I can come out here and they're knowledgeable. I can tell them the problem that I'm having. They're usually knowledgeable about what's wrong, what they can do to fix it. They're knowledgeable about the good, the pros and cons of any of the mowers that they sell, and always come out here and rely on them to get everything done quickly.
On a full service, we have a 2-page checklist. We start out by changing the oil, air filter, spark plugs, fuel filter. Then we move on from the engine up to the battery, sharpen a set of blades in about 4 or 5 minutes, balance them as well. Then we actually will take the belts off and we'll make a chalk mark on every belt and roll it around until we get back to that mark. We wash the mowers and then dry them off, and then we actually touch up the paint on them. And I don't know if there's a mower behind me here that has 70 hours on it, but you couldn't tell it from a new one on our lot.
If you buy a mower from us, we will always deliver it to you for free in Warren County. You spent all that money, we wouldn't dare turn around and say, oh, there's a delivery fee for this brand new mower. We're going to get it to your house if you need us to get it there. We stock the parts that if we get started on a job, that we can walk into our parts department, pull the part off the shelf, go install it on the mower. But we keep all those parts for us, again, in our service department and for our customers, so that they're not waiting on a simple part to get here and have to make a second trip back after the order or whatever. We keep those parts all the time.
And we always tell people, we get through the owner's manual and tell them the troubleshooting section, don't even pay no attention to that. We actually just staple a business card to it and say, as far as we're concerned, this is the troubleshooting. Just give us a call. Any of us here are walking, talking owner's manuals.
And we expect to sell a good lawnmower, and one that customers brag about.
I constantly tell my customers after they've bought our mower, I look over at the brand on the side of the mower and I point to it and I say, as far as we're concerned, that says Basham now. It's a good product. Another company built it, but we are now responsible for your mower as long as you own it, and tend to maintain that relationship as long as we can.